So I want to talk to you about whether it's peer pressure or negative influence. Maybe how did you deal with negative influence? If other kids were trying to talk into other things, were you able to overcome that, or did you have some sort of self-talk?
No, I just walked away.
No. Did you really walk away?
Yeah. For me, my dad was always told me that just be true to you. You're not me, just be you. And things are going to happen. I mean, kids are going to be kids, but, try to find a group of kids that have the same common goal. And, I've been fortunate enough to have the same high school friends. Even though we took different career paths, we all had a goal. And, like I said, it's been, 40 years, 45 years that we've been friends. So, I'm only 48, so we've known each other since we were 3. They got some incriminating evidence pictures of us as kids. But, it is what it is. And as you get older, you find other friends who have the same common goals. And your circle as you get older gets smaller.
Well, it's very rare to have the circle, because you're so successful, to have that same circle of friends that you had way back when. So as you were getting more successful, did you find that you went towards that group of friends more, or were you looking to possibly get into other networks?
No, for me, I've always had friends that didn't play sports. So it was a way for me to get away. And, so most of my friends don't play sports, and they don't even bring it up, which is... Right, we every now and then we'll have a conversation, but for the most part, we don't bring up anything about sports. We talk about how the kids are doing, what's their their events. I mean, our Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are pretty busy.
So what do you tell your kids if they're ever, it's very tough, even as an adult, you're sometimes thinking, oh gosh, I'm going to end up compromising whatever it is, whether it's in business, maybe it's in your family. What are you telling your kids that they stay true to who they are? Because, you want them to be successful, you want them to be safe, you want them to really be their best.
Well, I tell them if my name comes before theirs, then we know we're in trouble. So if Ken Griffey Jr., then his name or their name comes up first, my name comes up first, they did something wrong. So if their name comes up first, then it's a good article. My name comes up first, then it's a bad article. But kids are kids, and you just try to guide them to be responsible adults. And I think it takes, they always talk about it takes a village. I've got friends and family who, when I'm not there, they make sure that my kids are okay, and vice versa.
Well, thank you so much for coming out and really supporting Derek and the foundation and doing all that you do. And man, if you were my dad, or if I was related to you anyway, I'd be saying your name everywhere I went.
No. And this is the honest to God truth. Up until Trey was probably in the 6th grade, he never put me on anything. So people didn't know that I was his dad. And it was purpose. So, it's hard to find friends who are friends, or they just want to be friends because you're son of Ken Griffey. So, when we filled out paperwork, he wouldn't put my name on it.
Oh my gosh. And what about today?
Now he puts my name on everything.
Because it gets him anywhere,
No,
right?
no. When it's one of the things, he understands who he is, and so he's, he's 24, so he's a responsible adult, and he can do that. But at 5, 6, and 7, he was like, nope. They'd be like, where's your dad? He'd be like, he's at work, which is fine.
Well, that's awesome. Well, final question to you. Your best tip, advice, message for anyone to go out to after their dreams or to succeed, really?
Don't let somebody tell you no. I have a hard time taking no for the final word. Because somebody could just say no, and I want to know why. Why are you saying no? Because anybody could just say no. How many times did you hear no growing up and didn't hear the answer? The explanation behind it. I want to know why you said no. And I always tell my kids, hey, this is your life, not theirs. So you want it, go find it.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.